washing my car. My car has needed a bath for a long time, and I'm like feeling really bad that I did not do a thorough cleaning sooner to my ride than I have. So anyway, I'm going to start this off with prayer just because I do. Dear Father, please speak through me. Use me as your willing vessel. Allow me to say only what you want me to say and not what I think I'm supposed to say. Lead me as I share my journey and guide me throughout this process. Your word says to have faith. You said faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And in Malachi 3:10, you said test me. So I am documenting my faith. I'm documenting my faith. In Jesus' name, amen. So, you know, it's not enough for me to just read the scriptures. That's just not enough for me. Like, I have to, because my theory is the Bible is the truth or it's not. There's no in between. Either the word is true or it's not. I have been a nurse for 32 years. 32 years. And I have taken care of everybody and their mama in them 32 years. What's going on, Mr. Stott in the freaking building, baby? My number one supporter. So I have been in this industry for 32 years. I'm cleaning the car, babe. I'm cleaning it. I'm cleaning and talking at the same time. But I've been in this industry for 32 years. And in them 32 years, I've just seen a lot of changes in the healthcare industry. And not always to the benefit of the patient or not always to the benefit of the employee. And so after 32 years of being in this industry, I just, and I've been reading about the importance of faith. I've been reading it in the scriptures when I go live and I talk about the different things. And I'm like, well, if you're going to read about it, then you might as well, I'm cleaning my car, I'm talking to y'all. If you're going to read about it, then you might as well step out in faith. And I've been praying about it too. I have been really praying about it because I wasn't really sure if that's what I should do. So it isn't like I just jumped out there and did it. I didn't. I've been praying and I've been asking God and I've been seeking Him and I've been praying and I've been all that, But I have my own business, I got my own business. I started my own business, y'all. I started a medical supply business. And I just felt like, hold on. For all the energy and time and dedication that I have put into somebody else's business, because you see it's raining, y'all. Because the medical field is a business. So for as many years as I have dedicated to somebody else's business, working long hours, putting my body through the most stress, dealing with the emotional abuse from the workers to the patients to everything, for all the years that I have dedicated to that industry, it's time for me to take that same amount of energy, that same amount of dedication, and put it towards my own business, And praise God, I have a very supportive partner who is helping me do this. Because it's not something that I would have been able to do by myself, But because he has said, yes, I got your back, go ahead and do you, I'm about to do me, I'm about to go out here and the same dedication that I have given to the home health care industry over the last 32 years of my life is the same energy, the same dedication that I'm going to give to my own business. And I'm going to trust God to provide. So I'm going to take y'all on this journey with me, right? Because it's not enough to read the Bible if you're not putting it into practice. It's not enough for me to be reading the scriptures and seeing how God took care of every one of them people when they trusted in him if I'm not willing to trust in him about something that's in my heart. Yes. Where are you from? I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. Is that Moreover? Hello, Taser, Gail G74. Yes, I got. You know what? The only thing that keeps entrepreneurs trapped in a 9 to 5 is fear. Fear, or worrying about not being able to have what they need to sustain them while they're doing it or whatever. That's what keeps entrepreneurs trapped in a 9 to 5. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. And some people, they don't feel like dealing with what it takes to run a business. They rather just go, do their 9 to 5, get their paycheck, come home and chill and enjoy their PTO and vacation. And I'm not saying nothing against that, because God made all of us different. But I have always been an entrepreneur. I have always been a creative soul. I have always been someone who is an innovator, who can see something and I know there's a solution for that. And I feel like if I step out in faith and I work towards creating a solution for this problem, I know I can do it. And I feel like God is going to provide everything I need to do it. Like, I'm one of them kind of people. Right? You an entrepreneur too, Gail G74. So you understand my energy. I'm right there with you. Fear and failure. You know what? And that's the thing that keeps us trapped. And so we look at our business plans year after year. We write on it. We dream about it. The worst thing to do, Jesus, and this has happened to me. The worst thing to do is to come up with an idea, a concept, or an invention, right? And when you first come up with it, you don't see nobody else doing it. Ain't nobody else doing it. Ain't nobody else really pursuing it. You didn't create it. A need, something that there is a need for. You found your niche, right? You found your niche. But then fear, or doubt, or naysayers, or what responsibilities that make you feel like you can't, whatever it is, makes you not pursue it. Or if you start pursuing it, makes you stop and put it down. The worst thing is to look around 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years later and see that thing that you were the first. God gave it to you first. You were the first to create that idea. You were the first to come up with that solution. You were the first. You remember when God first gave it to you. You remember when you dreamed about it. You remember when you wrote the first design for it. You remember when you started the business plan for it. You remember. But for whatever reason, fear, a failure, or not enough confidence in yourself, or maybe it has something to do with your support system, something made you quit. And now here you are, you go in the store and your very idea, your very invention is right there on the shelf. Or you turn on the internet and darn it, they done came up with the app that you came up with, or darn it, you seen somebody and they just started a business doing the very daggone service that you said you should have done 10 years ago when nobody was doing it. I'm telling you. So, I'm taking a step of faith. And I'm trusting God. I'm taking a step of faith. And I've prayed, I talked to God about it. Because I don't encourage anybody to do anything without talking to God about it first. Got to talk to God about it first. But when you've talked to God about it, and God said, go ahead, write the vision and make it plain. And you start writing the vision, or the idea, the concept, the business plan, or whatever. And you've done the research. And you know that what you want to do, you can do it. There's a market for it. Then you got to trust God and you got to do it. I'm not telling everybody to quit your job, because I don't know everybody's household situation. But for me, being in that nursing home was not good for my own life, because my daughter has lupus and has been critical, and COVID has been running around these nursing homes and stuff. Yes, COVID is still around, y'all. COVID has been all over these nursing homes and everything. And so with me having to go into a patient's home, because you can't decline to give patient care, you know what I'm saying? So I got to go and deal with these patients who have, these viruses and stuff, and still got to go home to a daughter whose immune system is already compromised. No, I'm not gonna be able to do that no more. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I got to put my family first. You know, you know what? I pray, Gail, that if nothing else, this inspired you. I know you got to go, and so thank you for stopping by. And I pray that this put a seed in your heart. So if you got something that you sitting on, stop sitting on it. Stop sitting on it. That's all I got to say. But yeah, so I just wanted to stop by. Really, I ain't trying to be up here long because I'm really supposed to be going. I'm going to get my nails done, y'all. I'm going. I had to. Sometimes you gotta take time to beautify yourself. So you can feel good. Get your nails done. Get your hair done. Clean your car up. I got the deep cleaning, y'all. I ain't playing. I didn't put out the deep cleaner. Like, I'm not playing about this situation. Because I'm going out here and I'm about to go get me some business. I'm not afraid. The one thing that nursing helped me do was it helped me not to be afraid to talk to people. It helped me not to be afraid to communicate. I will talk to anybody. I don't give a darn who you are. You could be, a homeless person or the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I don't really care who you are. I'm going to talk to whoever. And nursing has given me that kind of confidence because I've had to talk to patients who were CEOs and homeless and whatever. Like, I've had to go into a stranger's home and communicate with them and make them feel comfortable with me, even though I've never met them before. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of skills that nursing gave me that I'm going to be able to use as I move forward with my own business. But and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take the lifelong lessons that you've learned, and you're supposed to move forward with that. You know? But I can't be a prisoner in somebody else's establishment anymore. I've got to do for me, in my household, in my next generation. I gotta leave a legacy for my seed. Like, I've been working for companies, nursing homes, home health, hospitals, and all that kind of stuff. And true enough, you're just thinking that in a healthcare place, but I understand it's a business. It's a business. Thank you, Jared. I believe that because I'm stepping off in faith. I'm just like, all right, God, here I go, here I go, here I go. When I released that song, Butterflies, God, I wasn't even thinking about releasing that song. I have had that. I had already been playing clips of that song and everything for a couple of years. I've had that footage sitting in my phone and on my computer for at least a good 3 years. But on the 11th of July, God spoke to me. Don't ask me how I know he spoke to me, because God speaks to everybody different. But he spoke to me, and he let me know he wanted me to create it. So I sat there all day long. Mr. Stout could tell you, and I worked on that video. But he didn't want me to release it then. He said, release it on the 12th. And so that's what I did. I released it on the 12th of July. And so I was like, I didn't want to release it because I wasn't all that, happy about the audio in the beginning or whatever. But God told me, don't worry about the imperfections. It ain't about that. It's about the message. God said this is a new season. And for the last few years, I've had you like a caterpillar, Jesus. And I've had you inside, and I've been working on you. I've been doing some stuff on the inside that people ain't been able to see on the outside. And so they might have been judging your ugly core because they didn't understand what was going on the inside, right? But now God has told me, oh, your inside work is done. And so now you can go and you can spread your wings like a butterfly, and you can go into this new season. This new season of blessings and opportunities and open doors and faith. Walk into that with confidence. And so that's why he had me release it. And what really blew my mind, and when I knew it was a word from God without a shadow of a doubt, is when I seen that dove. I didn't even notice the dove, the white dove, any of that footage at first. I never really took the time to really go through and watch each of the scenes that Mr. Stout had captured. Like I didn't really. It been sitting in my thing for like 2-3 years. But when I started putting it together, and when I seen that white dove flying by when I'm singing butterflies, I'm like, what in the holy smackaroni? I'm like, because in Columbus, Ohio, we don't have white doves flying around. There's love, there's peace. I know that's right. Yes, man. Jesus has been doing my wife every time I go to work. Has been. I don't know what you saying. Um, He's been doing it for your wife. What you mean, like helping her prosper or something? I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Angela said, all great points. Looking forward your next video. I have my own business, but before I took care of everyone, etc. Continue. Before I took care of everyone, etc. Continue to move forward. Yes, ma'am. I'm not. You know what? I'm not playing. Gail said, fear. Satan and his demons. Fear stopped me many times. Jesus picked me back up. Yes, you gotta trust. You gotta have faith. You gotta believe. If you're not believing in yourself, if you're not trusting, you know, if you're not trusting, what's the point? So, for 32 years, I have been an employee for someone. And I don't have anything negative to say about it because I have enjoyed taking care of people. I have. I'm a people person. So when I walk into a patient's room, it was all about that patient. I wouldn't give a darn. Every patient I took my time with, and I treated them like they were someone in my family who needed care. And I made sure I was thorough. I'm like that in my life. So I was like that at work. So I don't, have anything to say about it. It was a blessing. It took care of me and my kids and everything. But now I'm ready to start a business still in healthcare because that's where my experience is, but for myself. And I pray that when it's time for me to start hiring employees, that God blesses me with employees who were as dedicated and loyal and hardworking and enjoying what they do as I did when I was someone's employee. But yeah, I'm about to go out here. God told me have faith. So y'all about to see my faith journey. So, but I'm hot and I gotta turn my car back on because I can't talk on the phone, or it doesn't do clear when I have my phone on and I'm hot and I gotta finish cleaning my car. I'm so proud of myself. Really deep cleaning my car. So until I think I'll do the next, I'm gonna be busy this week, really just out here hitting the pavement with a smile on my face. So I probably won't do my next Bible study until Saturday. But I'll give y'all an update on a Saturday when I do my Bible study on how this first week has gone. But yeah, I had to trust God. And before I get off, I just want to say this. There was a YouTuber, because I pay attention to the inspirational messages. I have to. I have to keep my soul inspired. I have to keep my soul fed, especially with me being in entertainment and stuff and being up in the media. Like I have to keep myself. I have to keep God the focus so that the crazy ones who like to say evil stuff and do evil stuff don't come and be working my nerves. So I gotta keep my soul fed. So anyway, there was a lady, and I can't think of her name, and she was saying that some of you are waiting to take steps of faith because you're waiting for God to do something first. But she was like, but maybe God is waiting for you to step out in faith first. And then he's going to do what it is, Because if he does something first, then you really don't, you don't have to be really having faith about it. You just like, okay, God did something. And, sometimes God will tell you, wait till I do this, and then you do that. But then sometimes God say, listen, I need for you to just go ahead and trust me about however he leads you. He don't lead everybody to quit their job. So but for me, I've been planning this business. Actually, I've been wanting to do this business for 10 years. I've been wanting to do this business for 10 years. In and off, I've been, but over the last 6 months, Jesus, God put in my spirit to start really being dedicated to it, to really like do the business plan, like do the market research. Like I've been laying the foundations. I've been laying the foundations for the last 6 months. So God told me it's time. And the way that the things with my job, like I don't know what the heck. I'm working part time but I'm supposed to be getting full time hours because of working 32 hours a weekend. But they cheating me out of PTO, they cheating me out of vacation time, and this, that, and the other. And then not only that, now everybody catching COVID and stuff. I'm like, it's time for me to roll out. There's a problem, and I have a solution. And so in order for me to really do the business, I have to be dedicated, and I need to be full-time with it. And plus, not only that, but with my daughter's care, I got to be more. I can't. It's too much. So I'm trusting God, and I'm not just talking about it. I'm being about it. I'm not just reading the scriptures. I'm putting the scriptures to work. God said, "Test me. Test me and see if I will not open up the windows of heaven that there will not be room enough to receive." That's Malachi 3:10. And I know I am one who, I pay my tithes and I trust God, and I just believe. We're in that season. This is the 7th month. God ain't talking about all this. All this is not going on in the atmosphere for nothing. But it's about your level of faith. That's the thing. It's about your level of faith. He meets you at your level of faith. So if your level of faith is not there, if you're not, because everybody not in, like I always say, everybody not in the same level. There's some people who they're in elementary in their levels of faith, and there's some people that's college, some people they doctors up in this mug, so it's all about your level of faith. So you can only, God meets you where you're at. But for me, I've gone through enough seasons that I know I can trust him. I've had enough leaps of faith, and I saw how it worked out to where I know I can trust him. So when you have proof that trusting in him works, then why not do it? And it's like each level, each step of faith, when you jump out there like, all right, God, catch me, it's like, it's almost like the first time you did it, it might not have been something that was, like that first step of faith might not have been as crucial, but the next one is like even more of a risk. And then the next one is like even more of a risk. But somehow with these giant leaps of faith, it's building your faith, it's building your character, it's building your strength. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. It's like it's levels to this. And I'm at that level where I'm just like, here I go. So I'm about to go out here, and I'm about to, I have a medical supplies business, and I'm going into these businesses with my knowledge from 32 years of experience and my products, and I'm going to get those contracts. I'm going to get it. I'm coming for you. So if you are in healthcare and I knock on your door and you see me, you better understand that I got something for you. But what I have for you, you're going to want. You're going to want to get it from me. After I finish with my presentation and explain to you why my product is what you need, and my experience, my years of experience to explain how I know this product is what you need, then you're going to want to get it. That's, how that is. I'm that confident about that. So I'm just trusting God. I'm not cocky with it. I'm just confident about it, Jared Alexander says, Luke 1:37, for nothing will be impossible with God. And that's what I'm standing on, Jared. I'm standing on that. You hear me? I'm standing on that. I'm standing on that. I'm trusting God about that. I don't care. Everybody around me could be like, girl, I wouldn't do it if I was you, girl. You quit your job, girl. I don't care. I'm just like, I'm out here like, here you go, God. Because I once had a friend ask me, she said, would you take a leap of faith trusting God to catch you? And back then, I had to think about it because I wasn't really sure. Like, what kind of leap of faith you talking about? You know, that's how I was. And she was just like, if it takes you too long to answer this question, your faith is not where it needs to be. So, and I ended up taking a leap of faith that year. I'll never forget. And even though it was a little rocky at first, God worked it out to it ended up being the best decision I could have ever made. Jesus. And then in hindsight, I understood why it was necessary for me to take that leap of faith, because there were some things that could have damaged, or hurt or my children or me or whatever. There was a reason why God told me to take a leap of faith out of that situation, But when I took that leap of faith, He took care of me. He took care of me. And you know what? He ended up giving me back more than what I let go of. Jesus. So I trust Him because I've already put it to the test before. And He worked it out. Right. Sometimes you do. But when you're in business and your business relies on getting the word out about your business, you got to tell people. You can't be, you got to start, I mean, how are you going to get customers if you don't ever tell anyone that you got a business because you're afraid that people will say stuff or do stuff or whatever trying to help you? I am covered by the blood of Jesus. The angels from the north, south, east, and west cover me in my every move. Even me getting on this live was because God said yes. I prayed about it. I don't know. Yes. Because it's necessary to document. See, God uses people to show other people His power. You could look at somebody else's life and see what they went through and be like, wow, God really came through. And that might inspire you to trust God about something that He's talking to you about. So I don't trip because I trust God. I trust God. So I'm at the point now where I have to start talking about the business because I have to start letting people know that the business is there. I got to start talking about it. I got to start promoting it. I got to. I can't be scared about who, what, when, where, and why. Because that's part of the fear. That's the enemy. I'm not going to do that. If anybody who throws darts, any negative type of darts at me, the shield that I got around me, it's going to bounce right off of me and right back into their life, and it's going to be double. You understand what I'm saying? The kind of shield I got protecting me, it's like Superwoman, it's like superhero. You know where the enemy sends that dart, boom, and they put up that shield and it boom, 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 and bounces right back and it hits the villain. That's the kind of spiritual blessings, protection I got around me. God said, you trust me and have faith. He said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. He said, 10,000 may fall at your left and 10,000 may fall at your right, but none will come near thee. So I'm stepping on that. Yes. God got me. So anyway, I try not to make these real long, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm taking y'all along on my journey. As I continue to read the Bible and read the scriptures, because we're up to 1 Kings chapter. I think the next chapter I'm going to read on Saturday is, I did 12, 13, I did 14, I don't know, what I do? I did 13, 14, 15. So we're going to be reading 1 Luke chapter 16, 17, and 18 when I come back on Saturday. And then I'll also give you an update about my first week of stepping out on faith. Because maybe my journey is what you need for your journey. You said, come on, Wonder Woman. Hey, different day, same story. I ain't do that song Superwoman for nothing. But, yeah. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say. Back to the video. That white dove. I looked up what that white dove meant, and it stands for the very meaning of the song, which is, peace and protection and, all that kind of stuff. And then I thought about, Noah, right? When Noah was on that ark, in that ark, right? And God took him in the 7th month and put him up on that mountain, right? Put the ark on that mountain, right? And when it was a dove that came to Noah with that branch to let him know that everything's okay, and he was able to get up off, there was dry land. Doves are messengers, right? God used them throughout the Bible in different areas as messengers, definitely for Noah. So when I saw when I saw the dove fly through my song about butterflies and a new season and an open door, and you can reach up and grab whatever you need because it's available to you, I knew that was God's sending a message through me through song. This is a new season. God said, trust him. Whatever held you back the first 2 quarters of 2024, that's not going to hold you back now if you step forward and trust God and move forward in faith. He said he got you. The MVP, the all-star player, got the ball, and we making moves. We doing touchdowns. We getting ready for the Super Bowl. We gonna have our own Super Bowl, y'all. You gotta be, either you're gonna be a soldier about it or you're not. Either you're gonna trust him or you're not. I am a child of God, Andy. And don't worry about if I'm a man or I'm a woman. I'm a child of God. That's all you need to know. So anyway, the fools is about to come up and start asking foolish questions and working my nerves. So that's my cue that it's time to get up off of here. Peace and love, y'all. Have a great day.